Welcome to The Explainer. Today we have a really incredible story for you. It's an ancient tale about a humble cowherd named bhondu whose simple, unwavering faith led to an encounter that, well, it pretty much challenges everything we think we know about devotion. So, this whole story really boils down to this one powerful question. Can a heart that's so pure and simple, so naive really, possess a kind of power that can actually compel the divine to surrender? Let's dive in and find out. All right, so let's meet our main character. He's a man so incredibly simple and straightforward that everyone lovingly called him bhondu, which you could kind of translate as the naive one or the simple one. You see, Bhondu's life was, well, it was super simple. He looked after the cows at the ashram where he lived, and every single evening he'd sit way in the back and just listen to his guru's teachings. Now, the thing about Bhondu was his mind didn't analyze or question, it just absorbed everything he heard as pure, simple fact. And this right here, this one powerful belief, was the foundation of his entire world. For him, if the guru said it, it was as real as the ground he was standing on. And this absolute, unquestioning belief is the key that's going to unlock this whole incredible story. So one evening, everything changes. The guru says these fateful words. He's talking about the forest of Bandirvan, which, by the way, is the exact same forest where Bhondu takes his cows every single day. And the guru says that Thakurji, another name for Lord Krishna, grazes his own celestial cattle right there. Now, for everyone else in the room, this was a beautiful story. For Bhondu, it was an appointment. For Bhondu, this just completely flips his world upside down. He's not thinking, oh, maybe my guru's just telling a tale. Nope, he's thinking, wait a minute, I go there every day. How come I haven't seen him? He immediately decides he has to find Thakurji. And this is a really key moment, you guys. For the very first time, quiet little Bhondu actually raises his hand and asks a question. And it's such a simple, practical question from a man on a mission. Hey, if I'm gonna find him, what exactly am I looking for? So the guru, probably a little amused, but also really touched by how serious Bhondu is, gives him this beautiful description. He paints a picture of this divine being with a peacock feather in his crown, wearing only one earring, dressed in yellow robes, with a floral garland that goes all the way down to his feet. And he gives him one crucial clue. The air around him smells like sandalwood. This basically becomes Bhondu's secret checklist. Okay, so the next day, Bhondu goes out looking all over Bandirvan and finds nothing. But here's what makes this story so powerful. He never thinks, my guru was wrong. Not for a second. Instead, his first thought is, the fault must be in me. He's got to be here. I'm just not worthy enough to see him. This profound humility, this is what changes everything. And that right there, that's the key. That pure, unshakable faith, that simple heart that blames only itself, well, it moves the heart of the divine. Thakurji decides that this is one devotee he simply has to meet. And then, all of a sudden, Bhondu sees it. This herd of the most stunning cows he's ever laid eyes on, with horns tipped in what looks like pure gold. And walking right among them is a figure that perfectly matches the guru's description. He walks up to a trembling Bhondu and with a gentle smile just asks him a simple question. Can you even imagine? Bhondu is just so completely floored by this divine presence that he literally forgets his own name. He just stammers out what everyone calls him. And when Thakurji hears the name Bhondu, he just bursts out laughing, clapping his hands with pure joy. And right there, in that moment of innocent honesty, a friendship is born. So when Thakurji mentions he's a bit hungry, Bhondu immediately offers up one of the two simple flatbreads he brought for lunch. Thakurji eats it in like a second and asks for the other one. They end up splitting the last one, and with a playful little command to bring more tomorrow, a daily ritual begins, cementing this incredible friendship over a shared meal. So this becomes their little routine for a while. But, things can't stay secret forever. One day, the guru hears that Bhondu has been taking a lot of food from the ashram kitchen. So he confronts him, and Bhondu, with his usual total simplicity, just explains that he's been feeding his new friend in the forest. Now, the guru is, let's say, skeptical, but he also knows Bhondu is incapable of lying, so he decides to test him. He asks for a detail he never gave Bhondu in the first place. What do his feet look like? And bhondu describes them perfectly, even mentioning the sacred marks of a conch shell and a flag. Now, these are signs found only on the feet of a divine being, details a simple cowherd would have no way of knowing. The guru was stunned. He knows it's true. The guru is just blown away. He realizes that his simplest student has achieved something that sages work their whole lives for. So he makes this incredible request. He looks right at bhondu and says, "He's your friend now. Bring him here. Bring him to the ashram." And for bhondu, this isn't some impossible task. He's actually thrilled. It's like, great, I can introduce my two favorite people. So without even hesitating, he gives his word, promising that he'll bring Thakurji back with him. All right, so this promise sets up the climax of the entire story. Bhondu, full of confidence, goes to meet Thakurji the next day to extend his guru's invitation. But yeah, it doesn't exactly go as he planned. So when Bhondu invites Thakurji to the ashram, Thakurji says no. He's like, look, I'm your friend. I came here for you. But Bhandu's logic is just so simple and so solid. He basically replies, my guru is the whole reason I even met you. If you don't love him, then what's our friendship even worth? And just like that, you've got a divine standoff. And then, get this, our simple, meek little Bhondu does something absolutely mind-blowing. He snatches the food right back from Thakurji and says, hey, this is from my guru's kitchen. You can't have it. And then he says, this is my forest. If you won't meet my guru, then don't you dare bring your cows here tomorrow. He is literally laying down the law to God. And then Bhondu just turns his back and starts walking away. Thakurji is calling out to him, Bhondu, wait up, wait. But Bhondu doesn't even look back. He just keeps walking, getting smaller and smaller in the distance. And in that moment, the Lord realizes he cannot stand to be separated from his devotee. He runs, and in this incredible act of total surrender, he leaps onto Bhondu's back, yelling, take me to your guru. And that is the incredible sight that the guru sees from the ashram. It's his disciple, Bhondu, walking back, not with Thakurji beside him, but literally carrying God on his back, like a father carrying his child. The guru sees this, and the first thing he does is bow down to Bhondu. He gets it now. All his knowledge, all his years of practice, they couldn't do what Bhondu's pure, simple, and honestly, stubborn faith just did. Bhondu's simplicity didn't just get him a meeting, it made God surrender to him. And that's where the story of Bhondu leaves us, with this really profound question to think about. What's the more powerful force? Is it all the knowledge and all the rigorous discipline in the world? Or is it the unbreakable, uncomplicated faith of a simple heart?